Yeah, they may be different than they were before, and there's a lot of people mailing, but it's a matter of staying consistent, keeping your mailers going because they may throw it away now, they may throw it away next month. You never know, they may find it later.
TV has really been understood as like expensive, right? And it's been
Hmm.
reserved for maybe the national brand. Obviously, that's different for you because you in Oklahoma City.
Hmm.
Is it as expensive as people say it is
It
or think it is? And how did you make that work?
it's expensive, and I can't take the credit for it. I don't know if you know Tony Javier. He has Real Estate Masters TV, and they do all the hard work for me. They have a media agent, and he came in and said, "Okay, these are the shows you're going to run in. These are the time slots. This many. Does this look okay?" And I'm like, "Sure, we'll trust you. We're paying you." And so that made it not too hard. I mean, we're spending the same amount about on TV as we did on mail, or as we do on mail. So we increased our ad spend quite a bit when we did it, but it's more than paid for itself, and it's dropped our price per conversion and contract down considerably.
Wow. So you added on TV or you paused your other marketing?
We added on TV. We ended up pausing pay per click because I manage it myself and I wasn't managing it right.
Hmm.
And when TV hit and people started Googling us, everybody was clicking our ad, and I didn't have it set up to handle those properly. So our full month of ad spend for Google was spent up in a day. But I've fixed that since, but we don't really do much other pay per click. We do SMS, we do mail, and TV.
Okay, so the biggest change that you made in your marketing was TV, but I'm sure TV is not what it's all about. Because, I mean, just because you put out an ad doesn't mean that you're going to collect or get
Right.
results. So tell us more. What else did you do differently?
We just really focus on helping people on what their problem is, what solution they need, and we're not focusing on just being specific to a formula. And up and up, this is what we can pay. This is what we can do. We approach it as what's the problem? How can we solve it? Can we solve it by flat out buying it from them? Can we do it on an owner finance? Do we need to do it subject to? Really finding out what they need and then what works for them. Between that and the way that they feel and approach us differently now that we're on TV has been a huge difference because they respond to us different. You've been in people's houses, you know, they're a lot of times they're very nervous and cautious and standoffish. But what we've seen now is people are just getting excited, and it's kind of awkward at times. But it's a completely different rapport we have with the buyer or with the sellers.
So tell us what went through your mind because obviously TV is new for you, and this is my first time hearing about a local investor advertising on TV. So I'm still taking it in. What went through your mind? Were you concerned? Was it a risky move or was it a calculated move?
It was a little, in my mind, risky. My wife, Amy, stays out of the buying portion of the business, but really, you know, we're married. We work together, and she was like, "Yeah, I think this is really good. You need to do this." I was like, I don't know. I mean, that's big money type stuff, and we talked to them about what our ad spend would need to be for a market our size, and looked at it, and I said, you know what? I'll take a leap of faith. I'll try it. We'll do it for at least 3 months, see what happens. And we have, like every group, they have a private Facebook group. And I think 2 weeks ago posted in there that I was eating crow. That I was very, very skeptical that it would work, and um, kind of went from there.
Are you on the show? Are you in the ad?
Yep. Amy and I are both in the ad. And that's a big key is people, like somebody came in today to sign a contract. They wanted to come in person. And when they came in, they went, "Oh, you're John." I hadn't talked to them. One of our acquisition managers had, but yeah, it's she and I in the ad ourselves.
Do you mind to share with us, well, not to be exact, but maybe what's the cost range of like adding this on to your marketing strategy?
I want to say, and of course, there's a buy-in to get into the program and production costs. But I want to say in Oklahoma City, we're spending around $8,000 a month.
Okay. And you find that your cost per lead, your return from that is working.
Yeah, it is. I was looking at some info right before we got on. It's over a week old, but since we started airing our ads, TV is by far our biggest source, and we've gotten I want to say, including this last week, about 24, 25 contracts since the end of June just from TV. So if you kind of do the math there on how long we've been advertising, I mean, that's much lower than our cost per contract used to be, which historically has been around $3,500 to $4,000.
And you're still doing mailer, John?
Oh yes, we're still doing mail. We have not stopped doing mail. Have no plans on stopping mail. A lot of people hate on mail. Response rates are going down. Response rates are this. Yeah, they may be different than they were before, and there's a lot of people mailing, but it's a matter of staying consistent, keeping your mailers going, because they may throw it away now, they may throw it away next month. You never know, they may find it later. And we've had people call from a specific mail piece we sent out a year and a half, 2 years before. So it's the long game with mail, and we plan on continuing it.